Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. And the Reds go marching on, on! This chant epitomizes not only the success that Manchester United achieves, but that last line, and the Reds go marching on, really emphasizes the point that Manchester United will continue to achieve that success. Manchester United is the greatest club in England and possibly the world, and I'm going to explain why. In the 135 years Manchester United has been a club, they have won 62 titles. That averages out to almost a title every other year, and is more titles than any other team in England, which is considered the toughest league in the world. Per the official website at manunited.com, the club was founded in 1878, originally under the name Newton Heath, but in 1902 Newton Heath were bought by the Manchester Brewing Company and changed the name to Manchester United. A team's greatness can only be judged by their opponents. In this regard, Manchester United can be judged among the very elite. Not only have they had several rivals throughout their history, but they have seen off each and every rival by not only overcoming them, but by outlasting them as well. Most notably Leeds United, Newcastle United, Arsenal, Chelsea Football Club, Manchester City, and Liverpool Football Club. While none of these rivals are exactly friendly, Manchester City and Liverpool are Manchester United's greatest and fiercest rivals. Liverpool Football Club is one of the most decorated and successful clubs in England. The top division in England was called the Football League First Division until 1992, when it was rebranded the English Premier League. Liverpool has won the top division title 18 times, and until recently that was a record. At the time that Liverpool had won their 18th and last title in the 1989-90 season, Manchester United had only won the league 7 times. Manchester City is their closest rivals, as they share the same city. Until recently, Manchester City had only been a rival for bragging rights. But Manchester City was bought by a new owner in the late 2000s, and with that injection of cash, was able to buy top players and, combined with the history of all the local animosity, they had become a legitimate rival, not only for bragging rights but for titles as well. In November of 1986, Sir Alex Ferguson took over Manchester United, with the club in danger of being relegated to the second division. Sir Alex was able to save the club from relegation and, in his first full season, was able to lead Manchester United to second place. Manchester was in a state of transition, though, and Sir Alex had to make tough calls by selling some of the more senior players and crowd favorites in favor for more team-oriented and harder-working players. At the time, these were not popular moves with the crowd, and Sir Alex was not getting the results in the game to really justify the moves at the time. These are the situations where Manchester United have really separated themselves from just an ordinary club. When an average club under these circumstances would fire and replace the manager with someone that the crowd approves of, Manchester United showed patience and, more importantly, faith in the manager. That patience paid off, and Sir Alex convinced the supporters that he knew what he was doing when the players started playing better and getting results on the field. In 1990, Manchester United won the FA Cup, which is a highly regarded tournament held every year in conjunction with the league. The 1991-1992 season was the last of the First Division format, and it was won by Leeds United, with Manchester United coming in second. The 1992-93 season was the first season of the Premier League, which was bolstered by new TV deals. A few months into the new season, and Manchester United were looking for a spark for their season, and they looked to a player who played for Leeds United, named Eric Cantona. Eric Cantona was one of the first players to play with confidence and flair. It wasn't that he was effective that made him a great player. It was that he was able to be effective while being enjoyable to watch. Eric Cantona was also able to spark Manchester United into an attacking force the world had never seen. Manchester United won the debut Premier League as well as the next season. That second season in the Premier League, the 1993-94 season, was a very special and defining season for Manchester United. Sir Alex Ferguson was trying to make Manchester United a team consisting of players that would work hard for each other and were professional not only on the field and on the training ground, but off the field as well. There were several players who did not fit this mold, so Sir Alex sold them to other teams. He then replaced them with 6 players from the youth academy. The first couple games of the 1993-94 season did not go as planned, and brought a lot of criticism on Sir Alex for selling established stars and replacing them with the youth players. In one of the games, one commentator remarked that this was a man's game, that you'll never win anything with kids. They proved that assessment wrong when they not only won the Premier League that year, but they also won the FA Cup, although their greatest success was yet to come. In the 1998-1999 season, became one of the most successful and therefore most famous season for Manchester United. Throughout the 90s, Manchester United and Arsenal were the only 2 teams who had won the Premier League, and they formed a fierce rivalry. The 1997-98 season was won by Arsenal, and Manchester United were desperate to reclaim the title and re-establish their dominance. At this time, Eric Cantona had retired and was replaced by 4 new strikers, including Teddy Sheringham and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Sir Alex had kept faith in the youth team players as well, and that this season they were to really come into their own. In the 98-99 season, Manchester United were competing in 3 different competitions. While many teams struggled to cope with the challenges and rigors of just one competition, Manchester United thrived on multiple challenges. Manchester United were competing in the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the Champions League, which is a knockout-style tournament for the top 4 teams in every country in Europe and is considered the most prestigious club tournament in the world. In each competition, Manchester United had to face fierce challenges from different opponents. In the Premier League, United had to compete against a very good Arsenal side, who were the reigning champions of the Premier League, only winning the league by a single point on the final day of the season. While in the FA Cup, Manchester United had to face a tough match in the FA Cup final from Liverpool, which they won 1-0. At this point, United's season would be considered a huge success, but United weren't finished yet. They were set to play the German giants of Bayern Munich in the Champions League final. The game did not start well for Manchester United, with Bayern Munich scoring early in the game, and because of that early goal, Bayern were content to sit back and defend for the rest of the game. With less than 5 minutes to play and Bayern still leading 1-0, Bayern Munich replaced their strikers with defenders to see out the game. But what makes Manchester United great is that they never give up, no matter what. And they replaced their defenders with attackers of Sheringham and Solskjaer. With less than a minute to play, Manchester United got a corner kick from David Beckham and was turned in by Teddy Sheringham to tie the game up. Now at this point, most teams would settle and try to win the game in overtime. But Manchester United is not an average team. With less than 30 seconds left before overtime, United kept attacking, and they won another corner that was again delivered by David Beckham. This time the cross was turned in by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. 2 goals in less than 2 minutes from the 2 substitutes meant that Manchester United were the champions of Europe. Winning one tournament is difficult enough, but United had won 3 in a single season. This achievement is referred to as the treble, and is a testament to the never say die attitude that is ingrained into the Manchester United team. In the 2012-2013 season, Manchester United would go on to win the league again. This would make it 13 Premier League titles from the available 21 since the Premier League started. Those 13 titles mean that United have 20 league titles overall, surpassing Liverpool's 18. All while playing with style and promoting their own youth players, creating new generations of successful teams. There are many teams that are able to achieve success, and some are able to maintain it for a short period of time. Manchester United have been able to sustain this success for 135 years. It's not just the amount of success that Manchester United have earned in their history, it's about the style that they went about earning it, and the ability to sustain that success over several different generations that makes Manchester United the greatest club in the world.